What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jimbo, and today we're looking at two products that I think have the most aesthetically pleasing labels, and I'm hoping that the liquid in the bottle matches the labels. I know for some of you that doesn't matter, but for me, I enjoy nice looking labels. So the first one up is this one right here. This is Carpro Reload 2.0. So I've done a whole dedicated video on Carpro 1.0, I guess. I don't think they call it Carpro Reload 1.0, but Carpro Reload, the original, a long time ago. So I'm excited to see if this 2.0 has any improvement from the 1.0 or the original Carpro Reload. By the way, Carpro Reload 2.0 is going to set you back about $35, $38. Add in shipping, you're right around that $40 range. Up against that is a company from Brazil that I've really been enjoying their products, and that is Vonixx. This is their Synergy paint. They have a Synergy wheel as well. This is their nanotechnology. They call it carboxyloxy, and this offers 12 months worth of protection. The Carpro Reload 2.0 offers 3 months. At least that's what it says on the label. We'll do a torture test and see what I think. But this one as well is around the $35, $36 mark. Add in shipping, you're right around that $40 mark, unless they offer free shipping, which they may do from time to time. And so what we're gonna do is talk about the differences. I'll take you in and look at the labels. We're gonna apply it to the panel, see if there's any differences there, and then take it through a full torture test after, of course, a couple days of curing. So all that and more coming up in this video. Let's take a peek at the Carpro Reload first. This is Carpro Reload 2.0, so their newer version of the Carpro Reload. And I think just Carpro, again, I've said it before, but I don't think Reload, when I did a dedicated video of it a few years back, did very good. However, I think Carpro has one of the best branding that the detailing industry can offer. I just really like how sleek and nice their stuff is. I know I get crap for liking nice labels, but I just like nice, aesthetically pleasing things, and I think Carpro does that incredibly well. 2.0, the difference between 2.0 and the regular Reload is improved gloss, slickness, water spot, and chemical resistance. So we'll definitely put that up against and see how it does with a torture test. Durability up to 3 months. It being around like $40 is kind of expensive for only 3 months worth of protection, but we'll see how it does in the torture test. But again, really nice looking bottle, good branding, and yeah, so can't wait to see what that looks like. Up against that, we have the Vonixx Synergy paint, of course, and I've also done a dedicated video on this product on my channel before. Vonixx has, in the Synergy line, they have one for paint and then one for rims as well, and the rim coating actually lasts or does a very good job as well. A little bit thicker of a formula than the Carpro Reload, and it does offer 12 months, at least it states that it offers 12 months of protection, a QR code on the back, which I think is always super helpful to have, and then I love the Vonixx kind of, they tell you how much protection, gloss, and then water behavior or water beading you will get out of each one of their products. And honestly, it looks really nice as well, really great branding. Vonixx being a Brazilian company, Carpro being a Korean company. So we're dealing with all overseas products here, which is always kind of fun and different on my channel. I think, again, I like aesthetically pleasing stuff in life and in detailing products, and I think Vonixx nailed it on this as well. So with that, let's get to the application and see if there's any differences between these two products. I've gone ahead, and because I played with the Synergy paint for a while, a few months, I went ahead and did the same thing with Carpro Reload. And though the directions say to spray it on the panel and then use like one microfiber towel to rub it in, wait 30 to 60 seconds, and then use a second towel, I found that if you're actually doing this in the real world, you don't really have to wait that 30 to 60 seconds. I'm gonna do 2 sprays on the panel, 1 spray on the towel. I'm sorry. You do have to wait the 30 to 60 seconds because you are going to follow the instructions, of course, but it doesn't haze up like I kind of expected it to do. And it honestly just goes on very smooth. You do have kind of a petroleum scent in the Carpro 2.0, and it's not overly slick underneath the towel, but it is slick. It's just not like overly slick. It's just a pretty straightforward application process, and you get a pretty straightforward slickness, nothing crazy, nothing over the top. That is Carpro Reload 2.0. From an application standpoint, not a whole bunch difference from Carpro 1.0, I guess you would call it. So let's move on to the Synergy. I think I did 2, and then 1 in the towel. There is some water spots on the panel just because from prepping it after the other torture test. You are gonna get a little bit more of a fruity smell out of the Vonixx. Honestly, it's just because I used hose water, so it's no big deal. The Synergy, so this is noticeably slicker, even with, seems like more water spots over on the side. It is noticeably slicker than the Reload underneath the towel. Again, kind of instructions are the same. Both these brands can have very similar things. And I haven't really gotten streaking or much streaking with either one of these products. Of course, if you use it out in the sun, in direct sunlight, you are gonna get a little bit of streaking with them. But honestly, they both apply pretty similar. The Synergy has a better scent, if you care about that. Maybe you don't, because some of you don't care what labels look like either. But the Synergy has a better scent to it, kind of more fruity, whereas the Carpro Reload is gonna be more like a petroleum scent, so you may wanna make sure that you have adequate kind of airflow if you're gonna be doing the Carpro. I don't love that smell, but other than that, the Vonixx is slicker than the Carpro initially. What I'm gonna do is let this cure for a few days and then come back to it, and then we'll do a water behavior test and a torture test, and I'll kind of talk through my thoughts, feelings, and emotions when we get there. So it's been 2 or 3 days. Let's see, I think I'm on the 3rd day right now. Since this has been done, so let me get my act together around here with the hose, and let's give it a water test, see what it looks like. Carpro on the right, Vonixx on the left. Very, very similar, which has been somewhat consistent with the Vonixx products compared to the Carpro. They do tend to look somewhat similar. So let me get the blower going over here. In my experience, they've been, in a torture test, been pretty similar. So. And in the real world, I do just want to add, and I'll add it as we are adding. We'll just start with like an iron remover. This is from the Eastwood company. This is their iron remover. I will add, I have been really enjoying the Vonixx in person, and from a lot of the messages I get, often people are looking for a product that really makes the paint glow. And I've done a couple videos on the Vonixx products in the past about that, especially revolving around like black cars and black car care products, where I feel like the Vonixx really shines with whether it's its ability to hinder or hide defects or completely remove them. I feel like the Vonixx has a really nice lineup for that. Again, when it comes to the torture test, I continue to go back and forth on whether I should rub it in or not. I'm gonna let it sit and dwell a couple rounds, see if we get any differences at all between the couple rounds of not rubbing it in, and then I will rub it in the product. So we'll let the clay, liquid clay, I guess you could call it, dwell for a little bit here. And what I'm looking for when I have a product on the panel like this is there any differences or is there anything even starting to happen with the product on the panel? And sometimes when we get lucky, like with the, usually revolves around Chemical Guys product, it comes off with just a rinse. So that's why I always look for that. Also happy to see the Carpro 2.0 seems to be better than the original Carpro Reload. Honestly, the original Carpro Reload, I did a video, geez, probably 2 or 3 years ago, and it just wasn't that impressive, especially for the price point. So good to see both of these held up through a iron remover. You'd be surprised how many products actually fail in an iron remover. So blow it off. When we start rubbing products in, maybe we'll come back to rubbing in the iron remover or claying it. Maybe that's what we'll do. Because what could happen, actually, let me just grab a clay and we'll do it right now. What could actually happen is you have a, I don't know if this is gonna work with gloves on. Wait, we're in my gloves here, but what could happen, let's get some of this clay bar off. Oh, this is a bad idea with gloves. Hold on. So like I was saying, what could actually happen is you are still getting hydrophobic effects, right? But the spray coating seems to be a little bit clogged or rough. So I'm gonna just take a traditional clay bar and I'm gonna clay each side with the iron remover. This is kind of a quick, easy hack. And obviously there's no contaminants in here, but what I'm trying to do is create some abrasion. So maybe not, wiping it in with a towel, but I'm trying to create some abrasion with the clay bar to see if that abrasion does anything to it. So. Claying with an iron remover is like decontamination on steroids. So, works good. All right, I think we got that clayed just about evenly. Let's rinse this off, see if you notice any difference now. And no difference. So, okay, that was just kind of something fun I wanted to try real quick. Let's blow this off and we'll get to some more aggressive stuff. All right, let's head over to spray 9. Again, we won't be rubbing it in, but not yet. Not yet. I wonder if a clay towel or a clay mitt creates more abrasion than a traditional clay bar. I would think so, but just thinking out loud. Okay, so we'll let the spray 9 dwell for a little bit, and then we'll move on to some gnarlier stuff like hyperfoam, maybe the Mr. Cartoon all wheel, or all tire, I should say, not the all wheel. Again, when I spray the chemicals on, what I'm looking for is that product fighting off? Is it resisting the chemical? And it looks like they're pretty much doing the same. Another Vonixx product that I really liked was about 1/3 of the cost of the Carpro. I don't know if that video will end up coming out or not, but held up really well as well. Rinse this off. You know what I'm gonna do is, all right, so I felt like there was some clay skids on there or something, so what I wanted to do is wipe it with a wet towel, get any residue off. I also felt like the Carpro was starting to flood a little bit in some areas, but I wanna make sure that I'm getting all that residue off. Then we could see where we're at again, and then I'll blow it off. Does look to me like the Carpro has gone a little bit more oblong. Still blows off really nice, so I think we're definitely still there. and then this will be the last round. Actually, we'll probably do 2 more rounds without rubbing it in. Let's try the Turtle Wax or the Hybrid Solutions Hyperfoam. This is just an incredible tire cleaner. If you're looking for a tire cleaner, I think I have a different nozzle on here because it actually usually foams more, but if you're looking for an all-wheel tire prep, this stuff's super nice, super nice. The foaming trigger does get you to use a little bit more product. So this is what I'm talking about with what I'm looking for on the products, and I'm glad we're seeing a little bit of a distinction. So on the Vonixx side, it does look like it's actually beating up the wheel cleaner, but you see on the Carpro side where we're getting like this pooling a little bit. I guess it's down here a little bit too. So those are the differences that I look for. Not that it even necessarily means something or has to mean something, it's just differences that I'm looking for in the products, and then do those differences correlate into something else. All right, that's pretty good. Let's get our wet towel going. Get some of this residue off. Hit it again with the water. Seems like the Carpro underneath the water is having a little bit of flooding and then goes a little oblong. And I'm not seeing that same with the Vonixx, and right there is a great grab. It does look like the Vonixx does still have better beating, circular beating, whereas the Carpro, though the Carpro is still fighting it off, does seem to be a little bit more oblong. And he's definitely getting a little more grabby. The Vonixx is getting a little grabby too. So we're starting to see them go. Let's see if we can kill them both with the Gorilla. This stuff is just super nasty. I should put, in fact, I'm going to. For the Gorilla, I decided to add some gloves. This stuff is just super, super nasty. And this should probably kill one, if not both. So we'll see what's going on here with it. But if you're looking for a heavy duty cleaner, look no further than this. Get it from the same distributor that sells Tsunami, which is also pretty intense. So that dwell, and then we'll kind of use the Gorilla. We'll rub it in and see how it looks after that as well. So again, as this dwells, I'm looking for differences. I'm looking if it's fighting it off. And again, it does kind of look like the Vonixx side is making it beat up, though we're getting that pooling down here. Now, I guess it's not pooling right here, but it is pooling up here and down here. It's pretty similar, I guess, on this one. Let's rinse it off and see where we're at. Right, looks like we might have some residue, but it also looks like we might have some differences as well. So let me hit it again with a wet towel here. It'd be great if we have some differences, and then maybe we can rub it in and kill it. So let's see. Honestly, both products are doing an amazing job. But we do have some differences. I would say that they're still fighting it off. And to this point, both products have done amazing and have done a lot better than a lot of products that I've seen in the past. Carpro Reload 2.0 is definitely an upgrade. The Vonixx is looking not untouched, but looking very, very strong. So let's take the Gorilla, I'm gonna spray it on and rub it in this time. So let me get a fresh, clean towel. All right, let's rub the stuff in. Okay. Let's see where we're at. All that residue. Yep, I knew we'd kill it. Oh, I shouldn't speak too soon. Maybe I should wipe it. The Vonixx still holding on right there in the center. So the Vonixx kind of, well, before I speak too soon, let me wipe off any residue. Look at that. Right here, it's like, so without a doubt, both products have taken a major hit, but to be totally honest, both products have done a phenomenal job through this torture test. But I will say the Vonixx is outperforming the Carpro Reload 2.0, but kudos to Carpro for definitely improving the Reload because the Reload 1.0 just simply wasn't that good. The Vonixx is definitely the winner here for me, at least in terms of the torture test. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that video. I love doing these torture tests. They're super fun to me. I love it when we have a clear winner. When they're very neck and neck, it's very hard to talk about the differences. But yeah, I think we do have a winner here in the Vonixx. And let me know in the comments below. Have you tried the Vonixx stuff before? Do you like Carpro 2.0 versus Carpro 1.0? Have you noticed the differences like we saw here between the two? I'd love to hear your thoughts, feelings, and emotions in the comments below. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.